Hello, captains. It's me, TONIK TZW, here in the Tier 8 Premium Pan-Asian Destroyer, the Lucian, my go-to DD for Tier 8 Premium wins when I need them. And this one's called Dirty Little Flanker. Play smarter, not harder. There's going to be some absolutely terrible gameplay in this one from both teams, and oh god, yes, the state of play just doesn't change. I should stop mentioning it in these videos. But that's my build if you want to know. The reason I take torpedo reload in the fourth slot is because the reload on the Lucian's guns is already quick enough. But check this out. We've got a full division, Picardy, Flander. They're going to be opposite me on B cap because of the way the game mechanics work with team loading. But the summoner there, Dauphin Perv. Dauphin is French for dolphin, and the fact that he's called himself Dolphin Perv leads me to believe that he's one of those people you see in the news for molesting a sea mammal in front of young families at the beach. Oh, God. But my only worry in this game is the Ochakov and obviously getting too close to a bunch of ships with long range secondaries. But we spawn on B cap, and you know what I say? Caps are king. Don't abandon your capture point. Play your cap. There you go. Three things to bear in mind in any game, certainly in domination. Got a bit of a sniff this morning going on, so apologies for that. I'll try and mute my mic if I need to. But the Ochikov has done me a favour and pushed himself all the way out onto the flank, which means that I'm safe from his radar. And the Sumner is going to do me a favour as well because he's on Charlie Cap. Lets me know exactly where he is. And the fact that the Picardy and the two Flanders have abandoned B cap and headed across to the right flank there means that I am completely uncontested here to take B cap on my own. I did say that there's going to be some awful gameplay in here. And as I said, red team have abandoned B. They're going heavily onto C. But our guys have also abandoned C cap, leaving one battleship there on his own. Great job, guys. Don't even try to defend. We have got a radar cruiser in our team. It's a Tulsa. I don't know where he is on the map, but for some reason, one of our ships has reversed there on the left flank, pretty much almost to the back of the map. We've got a Tirpitz and a Buki, and there's an anchorage there as well. And there's something in this smoke screen that's going to be the anchorage. And we all know what happens to smoke screens early game, don't we? They attract torpedoes like a friggin' magnet. And I initially think of turning and going across to the right flank, but then I decide, no, we're going to go left. We're going to help these guys on A cap because red team seem to be stuck at the end of the island. One of our ships has pushed round and is going against these guys, and I'm going to get on the cap because I know that the more ships we've got in cap, the quicker we can turn it, and then I can go about the rest of my game. Those torpedoes are looking lovely for that smoke screen. There's the Tirpitz. I'm thinking, are we going to get a dev strike? The anchorage is there too, and I'm like, that could not be sweeter. And we are going to open up our damage tally there with a few torpedo hits. Just under 65k there from 4 torpedo hits. The anchorage isn't going to last long. He's gone. We get a kill assist. The Tirpitz is getting absolutely smashed. The Ibuki is running for his life. And I'm thinking of timing in with the damage there and potentially get a fire on that Tirpitz. But there's no need for me to do that because the team are going to finish him off. My best thing to do now is to stay undetected, try and keep the Ibuki spotted, and just turn this cap, and then we can push and start pulling our flanking maneuver.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Predictable play here from red team, closing in on the same old spots that they always do across here on ACAP, you'll see that our team have now all kind of pulled and gravitated from Charlie across to B and across to A. And if you were to play this back in fast forward, you will see a kind of clockwise swirl going on of blue team ships. Red team are now all across here on Charlie Cap. The Ochikov is there, the Flander is there. They're all there, slap bang in the middle of the map, and we've got one ship there trying to hold them off and do what he can. There is still a destroyer out here, as far as I know. He is full health, and I do think of cutting through the middle here, but in doing so, I was worried that I would get bumped by the Sumner, and that would put me in secondary range of all of these guys. And also, the thing I'm thinking about is they've got quite a lot of ships here. Do I have to be aware that they could potentially turn and come for B cap? So split what they have left of a team. They are 3 ships down, we are 1 ship down. If they were to split and push through Charlie and come into B, I'd be in a bit of a sticky position. So tactical thinking there. And so I decide I'm going to go around the back door as we lose our Alabama. I think the Ochikov's the guy that's doing all the damage here with those long range guns, lots of AP, lots of HE. And the Alabama did an excellent job in stopping those guys pushing, but he was never going to stop all those guys. We sneak some shots across the top as we disappear behind the island. There we go. We've got a Bismarck as well. So 2 Flanders, a Bismarck, and a Picardy. That's a lot of secondaries pushing through Charlie Cap there. And there's also the Ochikov, remember, with that 11.7 kilometer radar. We land another 2 torpedoes. Don't see what that's on, but something's ticking there. And somebody is flooding, and that's going to push our damage total up a little bit there. And we come around the top of the island, and I'm just thinking, we've kind of got them pinned here. I need the rest of my team to catch up because look at where they are on the map. Everybody is now sat between Alpha and Bravo caps. Nobody wants to come in and get close. So I've got torpedoes coming up again. We're going to slap them out through this cap. Ochikov is going away from me, but I am within radar range. So I'm going to look to play for position on this cap because what I want to do is get myself in a position where I have cover from the Ochikov's radar, because if he lights me up when I touch the cap, there are a lot of secondary guns on those battleships that could greatly reduce my hit points. You'll notice that I haven't lost a single hit point yet. And how far are we through the game? We're, pretty much 8 minutes into the game, and I still haven't lost a single hit point. As I said on the second line of the title, play smarter, not harder, and that is exactly what I'm going to do here. We are definitely in range of secondaries here. Now, if we can keep pushing our torpedoes out, we can stop these guys from trying to hide and get into cover. We're looking at where everybody is, and now we are going to touch the cap. There is the Picardy. So we're going to tuck ourselves in behind this island because I guarantee you that the Ochikov is going to know that I'm on this cap. They're going to know that there's a destroyer behind them, and he, at some point, is going to light his radar up. Now, I don't know if he's already burned one when they pushed into Charlie Cap at the start. 37 seconds. Picardy's hiding himself behind the island there, waiting for somebody coming through the gap. There's the radar. And while we're spotted, we may as well just load some torpedoes out there, eh? But we know that radar's not going to last forever. But the Ochikov is going to pop a few shots at us. And so we're going to have a little bit of a rain on the Picardy there. And then we are going to get tucked in behind this island again. The second we disappear, there we go. We get a fire on the Picardy. I think he's going to damage control that one straight away, which leaves him open for another fire, and the Ochikov is there. So 8.3. Question is Red Team's destroyer still going to try and come back and contest this cap? The answer is no, because he is out hunting damage. He knows where all of our ships are. He knows where I am. And yeah, great job. You could have come back. You could have spotted me. And you could have let the Ochikov go to work on me. But given that most of Red Team disappeared the second I went behind the rock, it looks as though my team are all content to hide behind rocks too, and they just want me to do all the spotting, and I'm going to do that for them, because if I can keep all these guys spotted, then there's a good chance that they can kill some. And yeah, we're just playing very, very smart here. 20 seconds for the cap. Red team know, I think, that they are absolutely stuffed. We've got what, a 450 point lead going on at the moment. So if you're one of those people that won't go near a capture point in domination and you're complaining about your win rate, this is why caps are king. It is 3 points every 5 seconds per cap, so controlling three caps, that's 9 points every 5 seconds. I'm now going to pop my smoke screen. I go a little bit all over the place on this Flander because he does slam his engines in forward, and I'm still aiming at the back of a ship. But we've got a fire there, and we're just trying to spam out and get a few hits on them. Damage control comes in. Our torpedoes are running. They know where I am behind them. We've got the Bacardi coming in as well. Another set of torpedoes there. He realizes that the safest place for him is back behind the island where he was to start with. And as some of our team are now feeling brave enough to come out from behind their cover and do some spotting of their own, it means that I can sit in this smoke screen a million miles away from Red Team's destroyer and just spam some HE and try and get a couple of fires. The torpedoes are running. Red Team are in an absolute panic. They have pretty much half their team left, but there is absolutely nothing that they can do here to save the game. And I'm looking, thinking, I'm going to be good, get a torpedo on that Picardy and actually pick up a kill in that game, but we hit 1,000 points before the torpedo lands. We end up on just under 126,000 damage, 2 kill assists. Top of the board there with quite a healthy XP score, well above second place with the Shamanto. So, guys, don't abandon your cap. Play the cap, play the game, play smarter, not harder. That was, I don't want to say it was a masterclass in how to play domination, but it was a pretty good example from many of the players there in how not to play domination. I hope you've liked this one. Smash the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.